So we have our stomach here. So fundus of the stomach on the left side of the body here, coming around to the body, and then coming into the pylorus in this area. If I trace around, here is the pylorus. We turn around the corner and we hit the first loop of small intestine, which is the duodenum. So I'm going to reflect the omentum off to the side, along with the most loops of the jejunum, and we find, come from the stomach, down here, descending duodenum, and at the end here we find our caudal duodenal flexure, and then we have ascending duodenum running cranially again. So descending duodenum, caudal duodenal flexure, ascending duodenum. Where we find a cranial duodenal flexure, it is up here just after the duodenum leaves the pylorus. Now, once we've identified the duodenum, we can lift it up and we can see the mesentery, thin membrane coming here and here, which is attaching the duodenum up towards the root of the mesentery. That is the mesoduodenum. And within the mesoduodenum, we can see the soft lobular structure running alongside the medial part of the descending duodenum, and that is the pancreas. This is the right limb of the pancreas, and then the left limb of the pancreas can be identified here, running into greater omentum. But the left limb tends to be smaller in the dog than the right limb. Left limb of pancreas, body of pancreas, right limb of pancreas coming down. And in the area of the body of the pancreas here, this is where both the pancreatic and the bile ducts will enter the duodenum and the duodenal papilla, which we cannot see clearly. So we've got pylorus, descending duodenum, caudal duodenal flexure, ascending duodenum coming up here, and then the ascending duodenum goes around the front of this root of the mesentery and is going to turn into jejunum. We're now going to trace through the jejunum. So I'm now pulling on jejunum here, and as we go through, you can see this is all loops of jejunum. And we just have a quick look at this loop here. We can see the mesojejunum or greater mesentery, this clear membranous structure with blood vessels running through it, and the vessels inserting in multiple locations along this mesenteric border of this loop of small intestine or jejunum. This edge of the jejunum here, without mesenteric attachment, is called the antimesenteric border, and this is where you perform surgery if you're going to open up the intestine to remove a foreign body. So we'll carry on tracing through the jejunum. And essentially this process is called running the intestine, and is very important if you're looking for foreign bodies. So I'll carry on tracing it along. Until we come down to this last part of the jejunum here. And then and we can identify this large comma-shaped line-ending sac here, which is the cecum. And so this last stretch of small intestine here, attached to the cecum by this small fold, the ileocecal fold, this is the ileum, this last length of small intestine here. And this is where you find Peyer's patches, if you look at this on the histological section. And the ileum then comes along and enters the large intestine. So this area with the cecum and the ileum coming together is called the ileocecal junction, ileocolic junction. And within this area, you quite often find these sausage-like looking structures in the mesentery here, and this is a mesenteric lymph node, this structure here. In fat dogs, these can be difficult to see because they get masked by the mesenteric gland.